Hi everyone, it's Sharon here. And guys, before I get into today's topic, I just want to say that I am a manifestation and mindset coach. And if you're needing help to manifest your desires and you need support, you can reach out to me. There is several ways that we can work together or that I can help you. And yeah, all my details are in the info section below. Okay, so today I want to talk about acting as if. But before I actually get right into the subject itself, am deciding to start all my lessons on reminding you of this one fact that you are the operant power. You are the operant power. In your reality, it's not that your circumstances are not the operant power. Me as a coach, I'm not your operant power. Your mom or your dad, there is no one else in our reality that's the operant power. We are the operant power, and that is the foundation and the key that we have to remember every single time, right? So knowing this truth, knowing this, having laid this foundation, how do we act as if when we are manifesting? The acting as if is not really about techniques. It's not about it's not so much about the things that we do physically. It is more about making that energetic shift, and it's more about the emotional aspect of us in this reality. And basically it is, if you were the person that you would like to be, if you had the thing that you wanted to have, what would your thoughts be? What would your feelings be? What energetic vibration would you be in? And if I use words like vibration and they're not your cup of tea, don't stress about it. Just think of any other way that it resonates with you. How would you carry yourself if you had the thing that you wanted to have? How would you live every day as the version of you that has that life? How would you react to people? How would you react to circumstances if you had that life? And acting as if is, some people call it pretending, but there is a big difference. Manifesting is not pretending. Being a deliberate manifester is not about pretending. And here's the difference to me. If I was walking down a dark alleyway at night, and there's some dodgy looking men, and I really want to go down this way because maybe it's a shortcut or something, I can just stand tall, roll my shoulders up, and act confident, pretend I'm confident, and just walk past them. And I only pretend in that moment. I could, on the inside, I could literally be shaking, or as soon as I get out of that dark alleyway, I could go back to being my usual timid self. But for that brief moment, I pretended like I was a really confident person and I was not afraid. But that's not how you live. If you live that way as a deliberate manifester, no one says you cannot have your manifestations, but it will take you such a long time, and every single time you will constantly be flip-flopping in between different realities. The reality of you that has it, and then majority of the time you go back into the reality of you that doesn't have it. So what do I mean personally when I say acting as if? It's the way you carry yourself 24/7. It's the way you carry yourself all the time. It's, you have basically to become it before you can become it. I know that might sound a bit a bit like a play on words, but it's actually not. You have to energetically, emotionally become that person that wants that manifestation before you can actually have the manifestation in your reality. If I was to look at the Bible, what does the Bible say? Faith is the substance of things hoped for, So it's almost like you have to bring this thing in through faith. You have to walk in it by faith. You have to be this person by faith before the thing materializes in the physical realm. And so how would you react if the opposite of what you want showed up? So if you're acting as if and the opposite of what you're wanting shows up, how would you react? For example, if you acting as the version of you that's wealthy, that has an abundance of money, how would you react when you get unexpected bills? You don't constantly go in this state of thinking, oh, I'm never gonna make it, why am I always getting these bills, why does this always happen to me? You don't stay in that dramatic feeling sorry for yourself type of state. If unexpected bills come in, yeah, you can get upset and think, oh no, I wasn't expecting this. And then you get yourself back into the reality of, do you know what? I always have enough money. This is taken care of, and just let it go. Or if you're in the state, you're in the wealthy person state, and maybe you're going out for a meal with your friends, and you may be hoping someone is gonna pay your bill for you, and they don't. And in the moment you have to pay your bill, maybe you only have the last 20 pounds on your account, on your card, and you've got to pay the bill. You are hoping to manifest someone to pay the bill for you because you're a wealthy person, your bills are taken care of, but now you have to do it yourself. Or what do you do in that moment? For example, you pay your bill with gratitude and say, on the inside you might be dying a little bit and thinking, oh no, I didn't want to pay this, I wish how I had hoped it would be taken care of. But what does a wealthy person do though when they have to pay the bill? They pay it with joy because they know more is coming back. And this reminds me of a quote that I've read somewhere. I can't remember. If you remember what this quote is, just comment below and tell me. But it says, if you were to spend money, spend it as if you are the owner of a forest, and spend it as if that money is just a leaf and you own an endless, boundless forest. So get into gratitude, pay that money knowing that you own a boundless forest of money, you know. And you have to wear this mood with you, or the same way you would wear a jacket. So you're constantly wearing your nice jacket, and it's the same way you take this mood on. This is a state of being. The acting as if is a state of being and a state of living. You decide, you make that quality decision that I am the person that has this. I am the version of me that lives in a nice opulent neighborhood. I am the version of me that lives in a beautiful house. And how do you act as if you want to be the person that lives in a high quality neighborhood? It doesn't necessarily mean that you go and take out the biggest mortgage to go and live there, but what thoughts do people that live in that neighborhood have? They're probably walking around feeling grateful for what they have. They're not cursing their current reality. So you have to walk in your current small flat in your dingy neighborhood thinking, I am so grateful for my lovely neighborhood. I'm surrounded by beauty and opulence everywhere. It's so peaceful in this neighborhood. That might seem like you're lying to yourself, and it might be contradictory, it might not be peaceful in your current neighborhood, but it doesn't matter. That's why you're wanting to manifest it. And that's what you have to do as a deliberate creator in order for your reality to change on the outside. The outside is only a reflection of what's going on with you on the inside. So if you shift yourself in the state of the person that has this desire, you start acting on the inside as the person that you would be if you had it on the outside. It won't take long, and eventually your inside is going to match the reality on the outside. I had to do this when I was living in shared housing and I wanted to manifest my own place. Um, I had manifested my own flats before, and then I kind of fell into a nap, forgot who I was, forgot my power, and found myself in shared housing again. And when I woke up and thought, no one is holding me here, I am holding myself in this reality. The day that I woke up and took responsibility for where I was, I claimed my power back. And guys, I would literally walk around saying, I am so grateful for my beautiful, spacious place to live. It's so nice and peaceful. I have the quietest neighbors. At that time, I had like there were people living upstairs of me, and some people living even next door to me. That was so noisy. They would play the loudest music at like such late hours in the night. Like the guy upstairs, I usually felt like he was like an elephant. He was like so heavy footed. He would walk around like just making so much noise, and that would just like irritate me. And then the day that I woke up and took my power back, he then would walk around, and I say, I'm so grateful. I have the quietest, nicest neighbors. And it only took a couple of months, maybe 2 months from that point on. I think about 3 months, and things started shifting. For about 3 months, everything looked the same while I went about claiming that I was living in a nice, spacious place in a quiet neighborhood. Everything looked the same. I had no physical results on the outside to show that this was working. And then it's almost like within a day, something shifted, and I ended up having to live in a nice, quiet, 2-bedroom house by myself with the nicest neighbors. Sometimes I even wonder if my neighbors are actually in. It's that quiet and that peaceful. And I just wake up and I can hear birds, and it's just so lovely. So this is what you have to do if you're acting as if, let's say you're wanting to manifest text message, and maybe you look at your phone and you realize the specific person you're manifesting has not texted you back. Instead of reacting and staying upset that it hasn't happened, you literally look at your phone and you're thinking to yourself, wow, I get the loveliest messages from my wonderful person. Isn't it so nice? And you stay in this, you saturate yourself in this mood the same way you would wear a coat and just wrap it around you. So guys, I hope those were really good practical tips. If you do this for every single one of your manifestations, and you stay in faith and act like the person you would be if you had the manifestation, it won't be long and you will see it reflect on the outside. I hope you found this helpful. If you did, please share it with someone whom you think they might find it useful. Listen to it over and over again, and take action. Take action on your dreams. See what's coming up for you in terms of taking aligned action and acting as if. What's coming up for you? What inspiration is coming up for you to do? Because if you listen to things and you never take action as well, sometimes that can slow our manifestation. So if you're getting inspired to do something in the physical, to take some type of action, do it now, do it today, and before you know it, your manifestation will come at you. Okay guys, I will catch you on the next one.